Welcome to What's in the Box episodes of horror with Donna and Eric. I'm Donna, and as you can see, there is no Eric, but I have Jeremy Cruz, who will be an attending author at Texas Horror Lit Fest in June out in Irving, Texas. Welcome to the show, Jeremy.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this will be the first time we'll meet each other in person.
Very
I'm a
excited.
big fan of Jeremy's books. I've read everything that he's put out. Um, I absolutely love them. I highly suggest you check out his stuff. Um, and Fat Death comes out tomorrow.
It's today, actually. It
Oh, it
came out
came out
today.
today.
It was a weird thing that was happening out. Yeah, anyway, it came out today. Actually,
Okay.
technically, it came out 24 hours ago. So,
Oh, geez.
yeah, they did a flip-flop on me. So,
Oh, gosh. Well, I'll have to go in and share it and make sure. Because I was waiting for you to post it. And I'm like, oh, it's the 15th.
yeah, it was supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Like, KDP is so weird
Yeah.
with yeah,
Yeah. So we just have a few little fun questions so people can get
sure.
to know you so they can, gauge your personality and then stop by your table at the event. And the first question is Michael, Freddie, or Jason?
Mm. Well, the Virgo in me is going to overanalyze this. Freddie, Freddie is the best conceptual character. I think with the whole knives for fingers, the dream attacker, that type of thing. Really great 80s body horror, like gore stuff. It was awesome. Um, as a film, I would say Halloween is the best, like the most well done in the sense that the music and it's John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis is great, Donald Pleasance is just stealing the show in my opinion. And then as far as Jason goes, because he's not in the first one,
Mm,
he comes later and he doesn't really get established, I would say, until three, because he's wearing the satchel in part two and whatever. But he's the most badass, for sure, like the hockey mask, the machete, and stuff. But my favorite film out of any of those three is probably Dream Warriors.
yes.
Yeah, it's like a
Yes.
different movie. It's Patricia Arquette's first movie. Like it's so weird, and Dokken is, they do the awesome music video. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's probably my favorite out of those movies for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Eric and I have said for the whole time we've been doing this show that the first Nightmare on Elm Street and Dream Warriors are the best of that entire franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I think the third one's better, you know?
Yep.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. It's a great show. And it's like so much creepier than any of the other ones. I mean, the first one was super creepy, but I think that one was just,
Totally.
the whole scene, the puppet scene,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
always has stuck with me.
It's
Like,
wild.
that just creeps me out the most of anything I've ever seen on TV
Sure.
well, I didn't see it in the theater, but on
Yeah.
TV.
Well, and let's
Yeah.
not forget Robert Englund. I mean, because you don't know who's behind the mask playing Michael or Jason. It's usually a different guy every movie, but I mean, he nails that role,
Yeah. Yep.
you
He
know?
certainly does. And even though his face is disfigured and he's wearing prosthetics, you can still tell it's the same person,
Absolutely.
you know?
100%.
All right, cool. Now, what is your favorite cryptid or creature monster?
Oh man. Um, does skinwalkers count for cryptid, or is that like I know it's partially
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
Would that count as a cryptid though?
I'll say sure.
Skinwalkers scare the absolute shit out of me. Like, it's one of those things where you hear stories where, some, Navajo grandchild that's talking to their grandparents, like, no, no, we don't talk about that because then they show up. Like, I've heard stories about that cryptid or whatever, but always totally scary. Everything I've heard. But as far as I guess an actual cryptid, I mean, you got to go with Sasquatch.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's one of
Yeah.
those things where too, it's like I don't believe, but I don't necessarily not believe. It's
Right?
totally, yeah,
It's like I'm
like
not
an
gonna
ancient
say,
primate or something.
yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't believe just in case, right?
Right. Because you'll be hiking in the woods and all of a sudden,
Yep, just in case. Same with aliens. I'm not going to say I
Sure.
don't believe, just in case.
Right,
Yep.
right.
My favorite cryptid is one that nobody ever hears about. And I don't even know if I'm going to say it right. I never can pronounce it. Wolpertinger. It's a European cryptid,
Okay.
and it's like a rabbit with antlers and wings. And it doesn't really like attack you or anything like that. What it does is it lures you into the forest and you get lost and you die of starvation.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I have to
Yep.
look that up.
Yep.
So it's a rabbit with antlers and wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of the world? You said
Like
European?
like German, like
Oh,
that part
cool.
of Europe.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll
Yeah.
check that out. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's
I
always up
love
to
it.
me to choose the like, the most obscure one, because everybody knows
Yeah.
Mothman and Chupacabra and the devil,
Right, right.
Jersey Devil and all them. Um, but
Yeah, I've
nobody,
always heard of all those. I don't actually know I know what the chupacabra is, but like the Jersey Devil, I don't actually know anything about that. So,
yeah, I've heard of it. I just never really looked into it.
yeah.
Um,
And then Richard Gere, I mean, he took care of the Mothman for us. So, we don't have
yeah,
to worry about that anymore.
yeah.
Sorry, that's a bad
I
joke.
I always wanted to go to the Mothman Museum in West Virginia.
Oh, I didn't know there was one. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's where the legend originated from, I guess. But
Okay.
yeah, there's this big, like, not big, but there's a Mothman museum in West Virginia. One
Did you
day
ever
I'll
see
get
the
there.
really terrible Richard Gere movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It was like so groundbreaking at the time. I was like, man, this movie's scary. I like watched it a few years later. I'm like, this movie sucks.
yeah, yep. Yeah, like, how did I even think that was any good?
You're right, right. That's how
All
it
right.
was with Signs. I remember seeing Signs when I was a kid. I was like, that movie's awesome. It's so scary. And I was a few years ago showing my son like, oh man, this movie's gonna blow you away. And we watched it. It was like, okay, this movie kind of like isn't that good. He's like, really? Like this is what you picked? I'm like, sorry.
Yep. Like, sometimes you think it's really good, then you're
They
like,
don't age well sometimes, but at the
no.
time it's just badass. You're like, this is the coolest
Yeah.
thing ever.
Yeah. I honestly don't think I ever watched Signs all the way through.
Yeah, it's a weird movie. It's a very
Yeah.
strange movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure I ever got into it. Because that's M. Night Shyamalan, right?
It is. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. His
Mel
movies are,
Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, like I mean, good cast.
yeah. Yeah. So the third question is a little bit more in depth and a little bit more going to make you think.
Okay.
So, let me make sure I ask it correctly. Let me go and
Oh
find it
man, I'm
here.
excited.
Yeah. Is there a book or an author that inspired your love of horror or inspired you to want to write?
Yes. Richard Matheson, I Am Legend, hands down.
Okay.
Have you read it?
I have not, but I found a vintage copy from England and I bought it and it's on my shelf.
Well, what's interesting about it is when I was reading it, because it's actually set in the 70s, and then I was like, okay, so this was written in the 70s, and then I looked at the copyright later. I'm like, it says 1954. I'm like, whoa. I mean, it's so ahead of its time. And what's great about the book, and I won't give anything away, but it's not so much like the horror is definitely at the forefront, but it's not the main character as far as like what the main character is going through. Like it's the loneliness that he's going through because he's the only person, and that's the true horror to me for
Yeah,
sure. Because he's able to go and do stuff during the day, but at nighttime he has to go home and it's really, really interesting.
yeah. Now,
So you
how
should check that out.
did you read
Highly
it like
recommend.
when you were younger or
Um, I didn't really start reading. My wife is a huge bookworm, so when we got together, she was like, hey, you should read more, and I was like, okay. And when I read that, I mean, I was just like, I think I can do this, and I remember, I don't know, it was probably 2015-ish.
nice? Well,
So yeah.
oh, that's a great answer. And you like did not even hesitate.
I mean, that's my favorite novel of all time, whether it's horror or anything. I mean, it's just so well done. It's a way ahead of its time. I recommend a lot of stuff by him. I mean, even The Incredible Shrinking Man and what is it, Stir of Echoes, which is, ended up being like a Kevin
Yes.
Bacon movie, but again, 50s era when he wrote that stuff, but way ahead of its time. Definitely.
Oh, now
I would say
I gotta bump
probably,
it
I
up.
think Stephen King even said that Richard Matheson is his biggest, like, that's the reason I write is because of that guy. So,
Oh.
or his biggest influence. I probably have that wrong, so double check that quote, but I'm
No, it's
pretty
all
sure I
right.
saw that quote somewhere.
Somewhere on a book or somewhere. No, that's
Yeah,
cool.
you have to,
Yeah,
but it's great because it's not very long. It's like 150, 200 pages. It's technically a novel. I guess you could call it a novella. So,
yeah. Have you read it
but the
multiple
print's really
times?
small. What's that now?
Have you read it multiple times or just
I probably
once?
read it 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But again, it's easy to get through.
Yeah.
So
Is it
yeah,
something
highly,
you
highly
just
recommend.
so do you just like sometimes just think, oh, I gotta read this again? Or is it something you're like every year I'm gonna read that or every other year?
Uh, it's not every year, but it's probably every like couple years for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have it on audio. I mean, I've read it like physical copy, but Blackstone audio maybe. There's this great narrator and he does it. It's like $5. I mean, it's because it's not a long story. So
Yeah.
but this guy that does it, he does a fantastic job.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'll have to bump that up my TBR. So, since you've read the book, you've seen the movie, I'm assuming.
Well, I've seen two of the three that they've made. I
Oh,
didn't
I
see
didn't
the
know there were
Charlton
that.
Heston.
I didn't
Yeah,
know there
so the
were that
first one was
many.
with, yeah, so the first one was Vincent Price in 1960, I don't know, seven,
Okay.
eight. It's called The Last Man on Earth.
Okay.
And that's funny enough, that's actually the closest to the novel. Um, Omega Man is like 1970 or so. That's Charlton Heston. That's from what I've heard, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. That's not nearly as close to the film. And then the Will Smith just goes AWOL. It doesn't even, it's not
Really?
even close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's the
no.
only one I've ever seen. I didn't know there were.
It's not even close. There's parts of that movie that are in the book, but it's not done in the same way that it's in the book.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk Eric into doing because we like to do read the book and then watch the movie and
Mm,
compare. Maybe
I
I'll
Am
talk him
Legend.
into do all three of those movies and then
You
read the book.
should. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have you on as a special guest.
Hey, I'll do it. I'm
You'll
ready.
have
Let's
you'll
do it
have to
right
watch
now.
Omega
Yeah.
Man.
Sure. That'd be awesome. I would be
Yeah.
so down.
Yeah.
But the Vincent Price one is really good.
Is it?
So, I
Okay.
mean, it's better. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I got on a kick a while back where I was really into, I'm still on it, getting vintage paperbacks. And
oh
I
yeah.
found this really good seller who's over in England, and they put up on their Instagram page that they had a copy of the UK version of I Am Legend. And of course, I paid way more than I should have because shipping from England is a little expensive. Um,
Yeah. But if
but I
it's
had
if
to
it's a
have it.
vintage copy, oh yeah. So what does it look like?
I'll have to get a picture of it and send it to you. I'll send it to you
Please.
to our chat so you can see the copy that I have.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be awesome.
it's a pretty
Because
awesome
now when you
cover.
buy it, it's Will Smith on the cover, and it's just not the same. So,
Yeah, yeah, definitely not Will Smith. Um,
right.
so- awesome. So that's all the questions we have. What books will you have with you at Texas
Hmm.
Horror Lit Fest?
Well, I went ahead and thought ahead and put them here. So, this is my first book. This is Drive Through Hell. This was released in 2022. This is kind of like I don't know, horror comedy sort of
Yep.
I don't know,
Cosmic horror.
hamburgers meets
Yeah,
demons. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Fast food and gates of hell. So,
yeah.
there you go. And my second one was released in September. This is Cosmic Showdown. This is more of a sci-fi feel. There is a horror element, but it's 80s professional wrestling and mixed with weird cosmic horror sci-fi stuff. So, and then the newest one, which I apologize, I don't have an actual copy. I have a not for resale copy. This just came out today, Fat Death. So this is 30s, Great Depression era with it talks about a Sicilian family that owns a brothel who one of the family members may or may not be a bloodsucker. So
Awesome. Well, you guys will definitely need to check out Jeremy's table if you're coming to Texas Horror Lit Fest. He'll be there with all his goodies, and they're all amazing. So buy a copy of each. You will not be disappointed. And we will see you in June. It is June 27th and 28th at the Irving Convention Center in Irving, Texas.
I'm so excited. Can't wait.